guys, it is Mary.
And Alma.
We about to guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment.
down below because today we are reviewing season 6 episode
17.
Wow. Yes, you guys. Really 17? Yes, 17.
Yeah.
But we're getting right into it.
Yeah, this is a little sad. So this particular summer, they had 45 days to the recommitment ceremony that their family decided to do. However, during the summer, Cody's younger brother, the 7th child out of the 10, Curtis, passed away from a motorcycle accident, left behind his wife Erica and their children.
How many kids?
I don't know. He didn't say, And a month after Curtis died, that's why Truly was sick in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And a month after that, Cody's father died also. So it was a rough summer. But they decided to go to Wyoming. He was saying that Curtis and the father both loved horses. So during Curtis' funeral, the horses were like going crazy. During the father's funeral, the same thing. And they feel like, their spirits were there.
Wow.
But Curtis was the brother who became a born-again Christian.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't follow in the fundamentalist Mormon church.
Okay.
And he became a born-again Christian after he met his wife, Erica, on their ranch.
Wow.
Yeah, and he changed his faith, got married, and, because of that, Cody's father, Wynn, was really upset about that. Him and Curtis used to get along so well until Curtis, changed his faith. So they were a little estranged. But he said that, the mom said that as the father was passing away, he kind of had a surprised look, a pleasant surprised look on his face. And then he passed away. And she thinks that he must have seen Curtis's spirit. So I'm sure they're together. I know. So, but because the family used to live in Wyoming, sister wives and their children. And so they went to the old house that was there and they saw their handprints on the cement. They put their handprints, all the children. Yeah. And written their names.
And so I think Cody had said that was their first way of going public with their polygamous family.
Right. And the story about Mary, she used to work for an attorney there, and she never told her that she was a polygamist. But
was that where she got fired from?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she got fired in Utah. But they were in Wyoming first.
Before they moved to Utah. Oh, yes. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so they went in Wyoming. That's where Cody's family's from.
Okay.
Wyoming, yeah. And she said, the attorney said, well, somebody called her office and was telling her, do you know that lady who works there, her husband is a polygamist? So anytime she knew that Mary only had one daughter, but anytime she would always give them extra food. Yeah. And she would tell Mary, oh, make sure you give the kids. So Mary used to wonder, what kids is she talking about? But that's because she knew all the time that she was a polygamist. But she never said anything. And then when Christine was pregnant and came by the office, she said, oh, is she a relative? And Mary told her, oh, that's my friend. Because they hadn't told anybody. That was kind of funny. So Mary was like, well, I should tell you I'm a polygamist. She said, yeah, she has known all these years.
Yeah, because I think Cody was saying that, I think we should just make it known, we're polygamous now. So he has said in the confessional and everything. Yeah, that they need to become public. To a certain level, I do believe that Cody likes the attention of being a polygamist. Yes. Because now that he's out, I feel like one, he thinks everybody knows now because they've been on the show for 6 seasons already. Yeah. And on top of that, he likes to. And if they don't know, he's very happy to let them know and everything. See their reaction. I think that's that whole athlete syndrome. Like when you're in high school or whatever, and especially if you're like really good at what you do, you kind of have that popularity, that notoriety and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, cause I think even Cody was talking about how, you know, his dad never really cared about the whole his athletic career or whatever, stuff like that.
Yes.
But he remembers that he'll be, you know, shoveling snow or trying to walk the cows in like 20 below freezing or whatever.
Yes.
And one time his dad gave him cold overalls instead of, you know, but he wrapped it up in like one of those really cool uniforms that you get for your school. Yeah. But then he opened it up in those cold overalls.
And he was like, the corduroy overalls, right? Yeah. He was like, what?
But he said he finally understood the value of what his dad was trying to tell him, that, you know, he didn't care about the athlete or about him being an athlete or whatever, but he cared about hearing him complain so many times about being cold and everything, which I thought was really sweet. Yeah. You know, I feel like, you know, it's really sad. They do listen.
You don't really understand your parents until
you get older.
Yeah, and you probably have your own children. And you begin to understand really what they were trying to say. Yeah. And stuff like that. But he tried to talk to his mom and ask her, hey, what's going on? Are you know? And she was like, hey, I have 70 grandchildren, so I'm good. I stay busy, you know.
Because I think she was asking him if he would want to come to Utah and everything.
Yeah, he was asking her,
Well, I mean, to Las Vegas.
To Las Vegas, yes.
But I'm like, I'm pretty sure he would probably let her stay with one of the wives. But Cody doesn't have his own home.
But she has
so
her
which
own
one would
life
he stay?
In Wyoming.
No, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, if he was to let the mom come, where would she be staying? I'm sure they would have made space for her somewhere or whatever. Yeah. But I think that whole thing was really interesting to be able to see them go to Wyoming and kind of see where his roots were and stuff like that. But I do think it's really sad that his brother died from the motorcycle accident, because it's like you leave your wife and your kids behind and everything.
Yeah. And even his mom was like, she really hasn't gotten over Curtis. Like I
don't think a parent ever gets over a child dying, especially before you. You know, because you're always like, you know, your children are supposed to bury you, not you bury your kids. Yeah. So I feel like that can. I mean, even Grandma says if one of her children dies before her, it's a curse.
Yeah, that's how she said it. She surely does.
She said it is a curse. You know, something is wrong. Somebody's cast a spell on me or whatever.
I'm like, that is not it, Mom. You know, these
when God call you home, He call you home, honey.
Yeah, I mean, you always hope that, you know.
Or at least you hope you're going to a good place.
But the mother and her sister wife, Janelle's mom, they're going strong. They're still together. I was happy for her. At least she has someone close by. Yeah, because
you know, Cody always says, you know, if he were to pass away, would they still be sister wives? Now my thing is, I'm always like, well, they won't be sister wives, they'll be sister widows. But what will really keep them together anymore? Because you're not there.
I mean, I guess because of the children.
I guess because they all have the same father. But I'm just like, do you replace Cody with another man to hold this whole polygamy thing?
That's interesting.
You know, especially if he were to die young and they still have all these kids. Like, do they collectively try to date one man to let him be the new household leader? Do you guys just stay widows and that's just the only man you ever married? They never talk about that on the show.
Or do you get different men individually?
Yeah. But he always says, but would you guys still be a family? So I always got the impression
that you don't marry again.
That maybe you don't marry again.
You don't. Yeah, brother wives don't. Because remember, Robin was saying this is an eternal marriage.
See, that's my thing. Yeah. So if you die, I can't remarry. Right. It's my another thing with polygamy. Yeah, I got a little list.
So yeah, you don't. It's an eternal marriage. She did say that. I do remember that. Yeah. So that was about it. They took some bandanas because Curtis likes to wear bandanas, and they took the bandanas and wrapped it around a fence post.
Yeah, and I think they took his father's boots and they put flowers in it, which I thought was the cutest thing.
Yeah, and then a note about what they were grateful for about.
Yeah. I thought it was a really sweet episode.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so.
But yeah, y'all comment down below. Do you guys know if sister wives are never supposed to be married and they're supposed to be committed to one man for the rest of their life? They never talk about that. And I wonder why nobody asks them that question.
Yeah, they always say, like, we all stay together as a family. That's true. He did ask that.
And what does that mean? Like, what if I actually want to remarry? Do I stay?
No, I think it's an eternal.
And especially if he dies young. I mean, God forbid or whatever. God forbid, and then it's like you have a lot of youth left. You probably want to maybe. I guess maybe if you decide you don't want to be the faith no more, you don't have to be.
Yeah, because even Mary's younger than him. I think all of them are younger than him.
So. Really?
Yeah, Cody's 3
Mary's
years.
younger than Cody? How old is Cody?
Cody's 3 years older than Mary.
Oh.
Remember when she turned 40? He was turning 43 not too long after that.
Yeah.
So that was it on that, y'all.
Yes, you guys. Let us know what you guys think about it. Do you think Sister Wives should be beholden by one man even after he dies, or do you think they should have the freedom to choose a new leader, or have the freedom to choose a new man individually?
I think they should follow what's in their book. That's what I believe.
Well, I want to know what's in the book so I can make a right decision or make a proper analysis.
Right. I hear you.
But yeah, y'all, it's Mary.
And
you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.